Hey guys, what is up? It is Bibzuda7 here again, and welcome to another RuneScape 3 vlog here today. In this video, I'm going to be talking about this other half of the update from this week, which is the reworked Penguin D&D. I already did make a video about the Effigy Incubator D&D, which did come out today as well. If you missed that, you can check it out. I'll put a link at the top of the screen and in the description to that. But yeah, we're going to jump into this today, and if you have never done the Penguin Hide and Seek before, you'll need to, at the very least, come to the RD Zoo and talk to either Larry, the guy standing around here, or Chuck, the polar bear, to be able to spy on the penguins. But ideally, you want to have, at the very least, completed the Cold War quest to get the most points possible, but you'll also be able to get some additional points by completing the Some Like It Cold quest to get the Ghost Penguin. So yeah, that is pretty much all you need to get started with this. However, there can also be some other quest requirements involved in getting some of the penguins. Like there will be some penguins that are, in the Elven lands or other places that require other quests. So you might need those as well, depending on where the penguins are, because the penguins do move locations every week at the weekly reset, as this is, of course, a weekly D&D. But yeah, anyways, let's jump into the first big change here, which is the addition of a rewards shop and interface. As you can see, the first tab is the unlocks tab, which is all new stuff. Basically in here, it is tracking the number of penguins that you have spied over the entire time, and you get different unlocks as you spy more penguins. Starting out with the Penguin Spy device, which is a free thing that you can just claim right away. And this gives you hints and allows you to scan for penguins around the world as you go around. And after you spy 10 penguins, you get a little upgrade on the range of the scan function. And then the zap function is available at 40 penguins, which allows you to stun a penguin in place for 3 minutes, which might help if you're hunting the penguins in a group. There's also, of course, a couple other unlocks within here. You get a couple of titles at 20 and 70, as well as a briefcase of disguises, and this basically stores a bunch of penguin outfits that you can use. It's kind of like one of the transmog items that they have been making quite a few of in the recent past. And the final unlock is the Penguin Sheldon Pet, which is for 80 penguins found. And for a comp cape requirement, you have to get the maximum upgraded Penguin Spy device with 40, and for trim comp you'll need the Penguin Pet at 80 penguins found. So it's really not too bad, especially because if you do this during the first, I believe, week or so, or the first 2 weeks even, from the September 14th to September 27th, which is the first 2 weeks of this update, the first penguin that you spy will give you a Penguin D&D reset token, which is basically same as a regular reset token, except you can only use it for this Penguin D&D. And there's also going to be additional spawns of Agents 001 to 006, which are these new additional penguins that spawn pretty randomly. And as far as I know, if you spy one, it moves or just is gone completely, so only one person can spy it. So those ones are a little bit different, and they're not as collaborative as the regular penguins can be, but still pretty cool. And apparently those can just be spawning randomly all over the place. I don't think there's any limit on the number of those that you can spy, but yeah, there's also an additional chance for a penguin to spawn when you spy a regular penguin, and that penguin's called 007, Agent 007. He will actually give you a treasure trail casket and 2 penguin points when you spy him. But basically, when you're spying on penguins, just look out for a message that will pop up that says something about like you sense Agent 007 nearby or something, and you'll have to look around and find him. He's pretty small, so you got to make sure you're watching out if you don't have a whole lot of time, and you can miss him. And also the Agents 001 through 006 will also give you a treasure trail casket from easy to master, it says. So you could get a master casket from these things. But yeah, if you are going to want to find these penguins, I would suggest you use the World 60 Pengs Friends chat, and it is available right here. It's probably full, or maybe, oh, it's not full. Well, it's pretty much full, because obviously everyone's doing this update right now. So the World 60 Pengs Friends chat could be very helpful for this. Make sure you're in World 60, as that is the penguins, I think, are different in each world, maybe, or maybe they're not different in each world, but in this world, people will work together to trap the penguins in certain locations to make them easy to get and stuff like that. And there's also a forum thread, which I will link down in the description, that you can look at to see where the penguins are for the week. And they will have, I think, a new thread each week for that. So this one only lasts until, I think, tomorrow night, and then they'll be switching. So make sure you go and do them before tomorrow night at reset if you want to get your points for this week. I have already done all the penguins in World 60, and then I used my reset already. So I'm going to go through a couple of them. I'm not going to go to all of them because there are a lot of them, and if you want, you can check them out on the forums. But this one right here, as you can see, is the bush. There is a penguin here behind the Jade Vine building, so we can spy on that. And as you see, we get total penguins for the week, 2 out of 12. I've actually already spied on the ghost penguin. That is one thing that is very nice to have available to you from the friends chat, because the ghost penguin will teleport around a lot and be really annoying and hard to find. So people in the friends chat will often be calling out its location, and you will need a ring of visibility to see the ghost penguin. And he also actually gives you 3 points, so that is pretty good. So that was that one. And then there's also another one here in Yanil. They have it trapped up in the north wall here, so we're going to head through there and make sure you close the door behind you for anyone who is going to be coming through here, because you want to make sure that it doesn't get out. And this one is the rock, and you can see if you've done these before, they have graphically updated the penguin models. It's kind of hard to see it, but it is a bit better looking. And you know, if you're looking for the exact older looking models that you were finding before, you're not going to find them because they are now different. But yeah, there is a whole list of these locations. It's the same D&D as it always has been, just with a little bit of extra chance of getting those 007 spawns, and perhaps, you know, maybe when you're not even worrying about the D&D and you're just roaming around the world in general, you'll spot yourself a 001 or 006 or whatever, you know, a secret agent penguin that you can just spy on to get 2 free points and also a treasure trail casket. I've heard some people saying various locations where they've spawned. I think Living Rock Caverns, I've also heard there's been one at the PVM hub even. So apparently that is a place that it can be. We've got another one here in the Draenor Manor here. As you can see, that's a bit of a better look at the updated version of them. They definitely look, you know, a bit better, just as most things that they've updated. They definitely improved their look a little bit. There's one that's quite easy to access that is actually trapped inside the MacGruber's Wood, which it cannot escape from, so that's a very easy one to get if you go to Sears Village. And there are a couple that are a bit less easy to find. One of them in the desert can have a pretty huge range to wander around. There's one on Lunar Isle, one in the Mortmire Swamp. Like I said, be sure to check out the link in the description to go to the forum thread, which lists all the locations, and also join the French chat, as these penguins are often trapped in certain locations, but they can move around a lot, especially if someone accidentally lets them out, or in cases like the desert one that can be a bit harder to pin down and trap. Here we have the one in MacGruber's Wood. I was hoping to maybe get a 007 penguin spawn, but we haven't gotten one yet. There's actually 2 in the Elven Lands, which of course you cannot access unless you've done certain quests to get here. Having the Tyrian Wind Quiver available is also very nice for this, as you can teleport to the camp here. And this one is trapped in this area of the hunting location south of the elf camp, which is a good spot. I mean, these things don't have, there's not a whole lot of space to roam within the Elven Lands. Fortunately, did not receive that one either. However, there is one in Chiletya, however you want to say it. There is one in this town. There it is right there. That's easy to get as well. And also, by the way, some of these penguins are actually... Oh, there we go. We got it. You sense that Penguin Agent 007 is nearby. And now we need to see, there he is, very small and kind of hard to see. So you might need to watch out pretty closely. Oh, we've unlocked the title Bird Watcher as well, because I got 20 penguins, I think. Yeah, I think that's what that's for. And yeah, you want to make sure you watch out for him because he's very small and he does kind of try and run away, I guess. I did get an easy casket, so I'm not too worried about what I get from that. Pretty garbage. We'll try and get a fortunate component. Did not happen, but yeah, that is what you get from him. I got one of them before and I actually got a hard casket, so he can give you up to master apparently, but that's probably very rare. But yeah, that is him, and that is what it looks like when it shows up. It gives you an orange message. You sense that Penguin Agent 007 is nearby, and you will receive the casket from him when you spy on him. And yeah, that's pretty much the whole D&D, really. I mean, there's not a whole lot else to it. It's kind of fun doing it, at least at the moment, because there's so many people roaming around the world and finding the penguins. It's kind of nice to see, considering how the game can feel a little bit less, less than populated at sometimes, especially depending on where you are and what you're doing. And these penguins kind of bring people to rather more remote locations in a lot of cases that you would normally never really see many people at. So that's kind of nice. And I think there's supposed to be one somewhere around here in Karamja, but I'm not seeing it at the moment. This one is a bush, so I'm not sure where exactly it is. There's these people standing around here, so I thought it might be in this area, but perhaps not. Yeah, see, the one in Mortmire moves around a lot. When I first got that one, it was located in near the swamp boat, and now it is actually okay, this one's trapped in this building here, so that's easy to access. But now that one's apparently near Barrows, which is a bit of a difference. Close the door. Make sure you keep those doors closed for people in the future. But yeah, I'm not going to go to the other ones at this point. I think you get the idea. That is basically the Penguin D&D. And then, like I said, make sure you always keep your eyes peeled for the other secret agent penguins. They do just spawn apparently quite randomly. Not much is known yet about exactly how they work, of course, because people are still figuring everything out. The update did just release, but it's pretty much the same penguin spying that you've done in the past if you've ever done this this D&D rather before. And yeah, not a whole lot has changed. Just make sure you keep an eye out for that 007 spawn, and also you can come back here and spend your points on additional XP if you'd like, and also check your progress towards the various unlocks. So I did get the Birdwatcher title, and now I need about 19 more points for the next unlock of the Zap function. So yeah, that's going to be the end of this little video, you guys. I hope you all did enjoy it. I hope it helped you out. Pretty nice overall, the rework. I kind of wish personally that they'd added a couple of more rewards to actually spend your penguin points on. They didn't add anything essentially to the actual point shop. It's just still XP and coins only. Just you can now buy multiple different sizes of lamps. I kind of would have liked it if there was some sort of new addition to the shop to make it a little bit more incentivized to do the penguins for various other things rather than just the XP. I mean, I don't think anybody ever spends their points on coins, so I'm not even really considering that. But yeah, I don't really know what it could have been. I just feel like that was a bit of a missed opportunity considering they went through the trouble to rework the entire thing and added this new shop and everything. Because I mean, once you get the unlocks all complete, the shop is just the same as it was in the past. So yeah, that's just my opinion, but overall I think it's really cool, especially with the addition of a new D&D today as well. Like I said, if you didn't see that video, I did make a little guide on that. I'll be sure, like I said, to leave it in the description, and also if you'd like to check out the forum for finding penguins, check that out in the description as well. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, which I probably will have another live stream at some point this week, so you can look forward to that. If you did miss it, I did do a live stream on Saturday on my hardcore, which I actually enjoyed quite a lot. I'll put the live stream link in a pinned comment. It's currently unlisted on YouTube. I guess you guys can let me know if you think that I should keep that as available, but at the moment I have it unlisted because I didn't want it clogging people's sub box. But anyways, I'm gonna go grab the last 4 of these penguins. Oh yeah, also if you have the ability to spy the polar bear from doing Sea Slug and Cold War, the current polar bear location, and the polar bear gives you 1 penguin point, and he's located within a well in the game, any well. At the moment, he is located in this well right here in Varrock, so you can get him from there. I think that's where the well is. I thought that there would be a water droplet, but at the moment I don't think I have all the stuff highlighted. Oh, he's there. Okay, he's in the well within this the closed off area in southeastern Rework. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.